So Jeffrey, he's the junior associate at work. They come and go. He finally worked up the courage. Oh. I've seen him eyeing me, wondering what's under that skirt. I've worn a few short skirts in his honor, waiting to see if maybe that would prompt him to act. But, you know, I find that the modern man is really lacking in the chutzpah to go forward in his life. He sees something he wants. Now, I'm not advocating. I am certainly not advocating a return to caveman days, alright? I'm much too much of a feminist for that, but I will say it's really satisfying when a man knows what he wants and goes after it. And I don't have to coax, and I don't have to linger in the elevator, seemingly doing some mundane task while I wait for him to work up the courage to actually ask me out for a drink. It's not sex, not yet. It's just a drink. It may lead to sex if it's a good drink. But right now, you're just asking me if I want a drink. I may say no, but what's the loss? You can call me a bitch, you can think anything you like if I say no. But I may say yes. In which case, game is on. I love the game. The joys of being available but not too available. Interested but not too interested. Making sure that you have plenty of other plans because heaven forbid you're available every time he asks. He starts to take you for granted. He starts calling and not even asking if you're available, but just, hey, I thought we'd do this tonight. Excuse me. I have other plans. Maybe a couple days from now, I'm busy tomorrow as well. You're secretly saying, although not so subtly, I'm not yours to do with as you wish. Now the key, if you go out for that drink, and it leads to sex, you want to make sure it's on your terms. If it's your apartment, oh look, it's getting late, I've got to get up for work tomorrow, thanks for a great night. You don't have any trouble getting home, right? Bye. Kiss on the cheek, maybe a little pat, depends on how young they are. I know it sounds harsh and maybe a little cruel, but he gets off, I get off, everybody wins. Nobody gets hurt. What's the name of the game? We're just having a good time, right? If you're at his place, you don't linger too long afterwards. Maybe a brief lull with your head on his chest, enjoying it, savoring it, but not too much. And then a quick, wow, had a great time, better get back home, gotta get up early for work, or if it's the weekend, try to avoid Friday nights, because then that just leads to thinking that maybe you'll stay over, you'll have breakfast, it'll be this brilliant thing, and no, especially with the younger ones. The older ones tend to get it. The younger ones, they have fantasies. It's like, look, we had drinks, we had sex, that's it. I'm not gonna make you breakfast tomorrow. I don't expect you to make me breakfast. In fact, I'm not planning on being here. I'm planning on being at yoga and living my weekend just like I normally do. So you want to make sure that you get that in quickly. Get in, get out. No walk of shame the next morning. Much too old for that and too dignified. I mean, Was that ever enjoyable? Did that ever feel like a thing that needed to be done? Oh yes, I'm in my rumpled clothes from yesterday. No. No. And why pack a toothbrush, really? You're sending yourself and him mixed signals. Just keep it simple. Keep it sweet. This is sex. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. We're not waiting for happily ever after, heaven fucking forbid. No, we're realistic, especially, and I have to emphasize this, in the workplace. Some might say I shouldn't even have said yes to Jeffrey, but I find him delightful, actually. He's young, but smart. Oh, tight little ass. He works out, I'm sure. I'm sure. And he's hungry. Not just for me, he's hungry. He wants more out of life, he wants more. He's ambitious. Oh, God. Waxing poetic. Yeah. So, drinks tomorrow night. Perfect. Midweek. No need to worry about a weekend. I'm pretty sure, given his age, we won't be returning to his place because, yeah, I've seen bachelor pads. Not really to my liking. So who knows? There's no guarantee. He's not guaranteed that he's gonna get anything other than a drink. But it's not off the table. It's good to know, right? It's not off the table. It's out there. A glimmer. A little bit of temptation to keep the night interesting. A door that's not quite open, but certainly isn't closed. God, I hope he's a good conversationalist. We haven't really talked much at work other than over meetings and such. The last man of his age I went out with, maybe I should say boy, but that might be a little too degrading. He started to talk to me about football scores. Football. I remember drinking my dirty martini, looking at him and thinking, sex is definitely not on the table. Oh no. Football? I don't think so. Hopefully Jeffrey knows better. We'll see tomorrow night.